IPsec protocol. So AH and or ESP are the two protocols that we are used for actually protect your user data. Both of them can be used in transport or tunnel modes. Let's walk through all the possibility option. So IPsec protocols, authentication header, EH, ESP, and you can use both. Uh, Authentication header protocol. AH offer authentication and integrity, but it does not offer any encryption. It protects the IP packet by calculating the hash value over almost all the fields in the IP header. The fields it exclude are the ones that can be changed in transmit. So let's start with the transport mode. Transport mode is a simple. It's just it just add the authentication header after the IP header. Here is the example of IP packets carry some TCP traffic. With tunnel mode, we had add a new IP header on the top of the original IP packet. So this could be useful when you are using a private IP address and you need to tunnel your traffic over the internet. It's possible with the AH, but it does not offer any encryption. Now IPsec protocol ESP. It's encrypt the IP traffic, protect the IP packet by calculating a hash value. If both AH and ESP are applied to a packet, AH follow ESP and provide all that is offered by AH, and used IP protocol is 15. This is the IPsec protocol ESP, encapsulating security payload. IPsec protocol ESP, encapsulating security payload protocol. ESP is the most popular choice of two since it's allowed to encrypt IP traffic. We can use it in transport mode or tunnel mode. Let's look at both. And transport mode, when we use the transport mode, we use the original IP header and insert the ESP header. You can see that in image, and you can see that we added ESP header in trailer. Our transport layer and payload will be encrypted. It's also offer authenticated, but unlike AH, it's not for the entire IP packets. ESP in tunnel mode. So we use a new IP header which is useful for site-to-site VPN. It's similar to transport mode, and we add a new header. The original IP header is also encrypted. Now IPsec protocol authentication header plus ESP, encapsulating security protocol. So this is one confuse for a lot of people. If it is possible to use a AH and ESP at the same time, let's check it out. First we are checking in transport mode. Here is the original IP packet header, and with the transport mode we will use the original IP header and follow by an AH and ESP header. The transport layer payload and ESP trailer will be encrypted. Because of we use AH. The entire IP packet is authenticated. Now look into we will use a new IP header. for AH or AH and ESP header, the original IP packet will be completely encrypted and everything will be authenticated thanks to AH. So, authentication header in transport mode. Here what's that look like in Wiresec. You can see that the protocol authentication header and so authentication in between IP header and ICMP header. This is the capture. I took a ping between two firewalls or routers, so you can see that the authentication use of 5 fields. So next header, length, SPI, sequence, or integrity check value. So in next header, this identifies that the next protocol. Here is the example in ICMP. This is the length of authentication header. This is the security parameter index. This is the 32-bit identifier, so receiver know to which flow these packets belong to. And sequence, this is the sequence number that helps against the replay attacks. And integrity check value, this is the calculate the hash of the entire packet. The receiver also calculate the hash. When it's not the same, then you know something is wrong. So let's continue with the tunnel mode authentication header in Wireshark. So you can see that the new IP header, then AH header, and finally original IP packet that carry some ICMP traffic. One problem with the AH is that it does not play well with the net or pad. So field in the IP header like TTL, checksum are excluded by AH because it's no, this will change. The IP address and port numbers are included. If you change this with net, the CVV look in Wireshark related to ESP in transport mode. So you can see that the original IP packet that we are using ESP, the IP header is in a clear text, but everything else is encrypted. ESP in tunnel mode. In Wireshark we can see that the output of we captured is similar to the transport mode. We have seen that the only difference is that the new IP header you don't get to see original IP header. So the only difference is that the new IP header added in tunnel mode. Here's what it look like in Wireshark. AHP and ESP header in transport mode. So you can see that the original IP packet and the AH header and ESP header. So here is the authentication header, here is the authentication header and encapsulating payload.